was born a bodybuilder and I will die a bodybuilder. This is the #1 bodybuilding show in the world. It was really spectacular. We're gonna go up to $500,000 for the winner next year.
Welcome to Fit Club Vegas, the ultimate fitness destination for visitors. Drop in for a day pass and experience our 10,000 square foot fitness playground. At Fit Club, you'll find state-of-the-art equipment and a sound system so good you'll pitch your headphones. Conveniently located 7 to 12 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip, Fit Club is a perfect spot for you to come get your pump while visiting Sin City. So come check us out at 4525 West Hacienda, Las Vegas, Nevada. Fit Club Vegas, more than a gym, it's a vibe.
Go ahead. Val, my buddy in Canada. He sent me the picture of me laughing about Matt ab control.
Yeah. So
about
my six pack.
No, he sent it to me, but I thought he was going to send the video.
Did you hear the sound? It changed. There you are, man. There you are.
Hey, be quiet.
Hey, way to go. You did a hell of a job. I mean, look at you.
A hell of a job. I got a long ways to go.
No, you have a hell
Let
of a
me
job.
ask you a question. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the keto diet?
Okay, keto diet is no question most effective for fat loss. Most effective. But it's not for performance athletes. It's not for bodybuilders. You and I both proved that we were always on high carbs, low fat. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. You need the carbs for performance. But it's easy for people that don't want to think about, okay, I'm going to time my carbs.
Would a crash diet be best with a keto program?
What do you mean crash diet?
Like meaning I have a 2-month period to get in my best shape possible.
Okay, if the fastest, it's the fastest way.
Without being an athlete or without.
Yeah, it's fastest way. But you're going to sacrifice some muscle mass 100% for sure. Matt says what everybody says, I feel good. My brain is clear. I don't have ups and downs, energy level high.
I feel healthy.
Okay. But let's put it this way. Carbs are made for brain and muscles, right?
So do you think there's certain carbs that would trigger better clarity for him or make him feel better than what he was eating?
I'm just saying everything is timing. You eat carbs when you need carbs. This is how it is. It just, we are people of convenience. We don't eat nutrients. We eat food we like. I mean, how simple it is, all these stupid diets all over the world. This diet, that diet. Listen, protein does that, carbs does that, and fat does that. Okay, this is energy. This is base. Everybody now is, even doctors and scientists and experts are saying, increase your protein. Increase your protein is most important nutrient. Okay, let's cover that. More than it used to be recommended. Used to be 0.36 grams per pound, which is not enough. Okay, we need a gram per pound. Everybody on the planet Earth should be on a gram per pound, right?
Minimum, right?
Yeah.
I don't even think I get that in.
Yeah, you should. That's it.
Per pound of lean body mass.
No.
I don't know
I eat like 3 times a day.
Let me ask you this. What is the ideal protein and what is the ideal carbohydrate?
Okay, ideal. So, why do we eat protein? Okay, that's my question always. Yeah, to digest that protein, whatever that be, chicken, beef, eggs, whatever else, to get amino acids, right? Amino acids. Hunter just sent me the Instagram message yesterday confirming what I keep saying always. The most important supplement are essential amino acids. The reason why we eat all this protein, whatever we choose to, is to digest it and get essential amino acids, and they can be integrated in every tissue. Okay? Non-essential can be manufactured. Essential cannot be.
So what are you saying? You could take my aminos, my Generate?
Absolutely. You don't need to eat the protein.
Really?
What?
So you should be using Generate, see?
There's people that, like if you're in a coma, they just give them the nutrients intravenous for years.
Essential aminos. The reason why we eat that beef and chicken and turkey and fish, do you like that chicken really? I don't. But you eat it to get the protein, but not really protein to digest it into essential amino acids. Non-essential are important. So that's what I sent to Hunter. Yeah, the guy that was saying is basically just essentials, non-essential are not important. To structure the tissue, whatever it might be, muscle tissue, you still need everything else. It's just like if your body doesn't have it, they can manufacture it. Non-essential, but these cannot be. So what is the best protein? We choose lean proteins if you're on the high carbs. If you're on keto diet, then he can have a fatty sources of protein, and I would recommend it. Eggs and salmon and red meat and stuff like that.
Salmon last night.
Yeah.
Salmon in a salad.
But you see, it's out of convenience, so you don't want to touch the carbs. Carbs can be touched and used when we need them, right before a workout, intra-workout, post-workout, at that time. And that's when insulin sensitivity is going to... When you train, insulin sensitivity raises anyway. Okay, how much glucose you're going to burn through the workout? You just mentioned Charles Poliquin, a friend of mine. God bless his soul. When he questioned me before, hey, what do you think you burn in your hour and a half workout? So I didn't know really how to estimate, and then he showed me the studies up to 200 grams of glucose or glycogen, right?
That's when you were a full body.
Yeah, you, for example, for sure, I've seen your workouts. So let's say you burn 150, okay? That's 150 grams of glucose that your body used. If you didn't take it, body's going to have to take it out of your glycogen storage, and when glycogen storage is gone, where from? Oh, glycogenic amino acids are going to be converted into glucose. So you're wasting highly valuable essential amino acids or other amino acids to be converted into glucose. I always say that equivalent to take a bunch of cash and burn it to heat the house. Okay, you can use the cash much more efficiently. So anyway, keto diet to complete, most effective diet, beautiful. But I would, to make long term, if you're a performance athlete, have some carbs right before and...
Just low carbs.
You don't have to, listen, you don't have to touch the carbs when you don't need them. And then when you're going to need them... Just around the workouts.
So you think you'll eat carbs before you train today?
No. I will, when we leave the country, I'm going to introduce small carbs, because for whatever reason, when I leave the country and I eat carbohydrates or pasta, it doesn't affect me, but in America it does.
It does. Okay, so here is my recommendation: is you're going to go for like a month, and it's impossible to be on keto diet through the vacation and all this stuff. But allow yourself carbs when you earn and deserve the carbs. Okay. Yeah. And then switch back again. So if you're going to go for, big dinner, whatever, Philippines, Manila, wherever you're going, kill yourself in a gym and then take her for a, great dinner. But the problem is, right, once you taste the carbs, you're going to crave the carbs. And then you're going to want the carbs again.
It's weird? I don't crave carbs like a lot of people. I crave like cheese and proteins. Like I could eat cheese and meat and just a salad and be fine. I don't crave carbs.
Yeah.
And I know some people
you
go
just
crazy.
Have a good appetite. I've seen you eat, and it's an obscene amount of food that he can inhale.
And you know what's crazy? now I don't eat that much at all. I eat it and I get full. Yeah. There's times when and Vanessa she'll be like, "Why don't you eat the rest of the salad?" I'm like, "I'm stuffed. Come on, you can." I'm like, "I can't eat anymore."
There's a bit that the Brazilian barbecue and.
How much did Matt eat?
Yeah. How much did you eat?
No, you killed me. Yeah, I couldn't even breathe. But I'm not conditioned for this kind of eating.
You know what's funny?
How much salt? A lot of salt there.
Yeah. And volume.
Milos took a picture and he's like, "Oh, hold on, take it again." I put my gut in.
Yeah, Vanessa took a picture of us, and he looked like a slim, trained guy.
I looked slim and he looked...
stomach was out. I said, "You can't publish that picture." And I was trying to suck it in. But anyway, yeah, so... Good topic. Listen, all these experts, they need to educate people. Hey, people, I learned this first time I started training. Eating, we need to eat. Why do we need to? For nutrients, energy, balance.
One thing I will say, I know for sure I'm not eating enough.
Okay, so.
Maybe 3 meals a day.
You know for sure. And intelligent, educated people, I know I'm doing it wrong. And they keep doing it wrong. Why are you doing it
But
wrong?
it's not that. I'm literally not
But
hungry.
no, just in general, whoever is for the audience, right? Oh yeah, super educated people and they know, but they're doing it wrong. Why do you make wrong choice? You have a choice of lean protein and carbs, okay? Or you're gonna have a fatty protein, and veggies, okay? So when you eat, are you eating for a taste or eating for the nutrients?
Function.
And function, yeah.
Like for breakfast this morning, I had 3 whole eggs, and I had 5 of the low-fat turkey sausages,
There you go.
and that's
Yeah.
that's it.
That's your keto,
And then, but I'm
keto
not.
diet.
I won't be hungry until like 4 or 5
Yeah,
hours
but
later.
again, if you say, but I won't be hungry, so it's like almost you're trying not to eat. It's
No,
better
it's
for you
not
not
that.
to eat.
It's I'll eat when I'm hungry, but if I force it, by the end of the night, my stomach hurts, and it just doesn't feel right. So I just eat when I'm hungry, which
Yeah.
I know I'm not getting enough nutrients in.
Yeah, but we want.
But fortunately, my physique doesn't pay my rent. Right?
Yeah. But ideally, what I said always, ideally, in a perfect world, you have exact amount of amino acids and glucose and triglycerides, fatty acids. So fats, carbs, and protein exactly as you need all day long. That's the best functioning, most effective.
I'll probably
Something is missing. It has to be compromised. You don't have enough this. Something else is going to be raised.
I'll probably eat carbs most breakfast on the trip because every day we'll be doing something.
Yeah,
Even if
right
I don't make
after.
it to the gym, you're walking, you're just being active all day. So I'll probably eat carbs. Like I like hash browns and I like toast. So I'll probably do that. And then if we're going to have an extremely active day, maybe I'll do another meal.
Okay, so
But at night, I don't
hash
know.
browns. Okay, what kind of nutrition you're going to get from hash browns?
Potatoes.
Potatoes. That's,
Yeah, but we're not talking about American hash browns. We're talking about foreign ones. They're like actual real potatoes. They're not just some pile of
forget.
chemicals.
Let me.
What's his name? 1988 USA champ. Jerry Rogers, right? Yeah. He's eating
Tater
burgers
tots?
and fries and all this shit, right? You say, man, what the hell? Hey, man, beef is beef, potato is potato.
You know who used to do that? Branch.
No, you know who?
You were
Flex
eating-
really used to eat tater tots. Let me ask you a question. So for a long time, we just had branched chain amino acids sold. So you're telling me if people were taking branched chain amino acids, were they limiting the combination of the two combined working? You have to have essentials and
Okay.
amino acids together to get a full benefit.
perfect question. Okay,
Because so many products would just branch chain amino acids.
yes, they were, because they bypass the liver and they come quicker in the bloodstream. So this is why it's used, and that was the first intra-workout supplement ever used. Basically, there were people using BCAAs as a intra-workout. Okay, I talk about my intra-workout when you put everything else, but think about it: muscle protein synthesis. Okay, to synthesize any tissue, right? If you have only 3, but you need all 9 of them, what are you going to have? As soon as something else is missing, phenylalanine is missing, lysine is missing, whatever, threonine, okay? You can't complete sequence
So they
that
don't
makes the
bind?
tissue. Yeah, you cannot complete the task. Okay, those are valuable, especially leucine, because of mTOR pathway activation and everything, but it's not sufficient. I fortify my EAAs with BCAAs intra-workout. So BCAAs is majority, but you still have EAAs to complete that. But as I'm saying, Charles Poliquin is actually also one of them, that use 120 grams of essential amino acids a day and hardly ate. He would eat his meat and nut breakfast, and then he could be without anything.
Are you suggestive for people to sip on amino acids?
Absolutely.
Like a blend,
Absolutely.
2-1-1 ratio or whatever, right?
100%. EAAs, the best thing you can possibly do, even better than any kind of protein.
So that's what I think you should add to your program.
yeah, you should bring in like a couple of those jars and
Just
have it
sip on
many
throughout the
times.
day.
But just think about it, right? And that video that Hunter sent me last night, guy was
Can you
saying,
send it to me, or
yeah,
please when you're done? Yeah.
yeah, I can show you.
Does Hunter still research a lot of this stuff?
Hunter is
Because he's trying to find the
geek
answer
research
to endurance activity, correct?
yeah. Listen,
And weight training.
Hunter is a rare human that can really fast and have energy and strength like you cannot believe. It doesn't want to eat, or doesn't need the carbs and everything else. So he's exception to the rule. But even for him, I said, look, if you're going to be fasting, okay, throw in essential amino acids. Essential amino acids, most important supplement on the planet Earth. Okay,
He has some that I gave him.
yeah, hopefully. Yeah. So anyway, this is what I would say. So where were we? I forget.
Talking about how amazing my physique is.
Yeah.
That all started because of I started this conversation because Val sent me the picture of me going like this, and you were over there laughing.
Yeah, but I'm impressed. Okay, don't get him started, but he's going to start posing his biceps and show you his calves, and
I still look like chewed bubblegum.
You have good arms.
All right, so
and just talk about your 250-pound bench that you did for 30 reps or whatever.
What are
Should
you
we have a
training
bench
today?
off one day?
No, what are you training today?
I'm not sure.
You haven't trained for a while, have you? Or
2 days.
okay.
I kind of re-injured my shoulder a little bit, and it just when it's
Go
off.
for therapy. You should go see the guy I went and saw today.
When it's off, I just give it a break for a couple days. We still went in and just trained legs, and then I did light arms one day, and not. I just don't want it to. I don't want it to.
Have you been training or?
Yeah, so. I mean, I didn't
You
do
look
it.
pretty good, man. I was shocked at actually how you look.
You still got a full six pack.
Yeah, he sent me his picture. I was like,
I
man,
mean, I'm not full. You can always see my abs. You can see my abs always, of course, but there's little cushion over.
How many men at the age of 60 on this planet can see their abs?
do you think we're going to see like a big transformation coming from you? You seem kind of
I'm motivated. I'm motivated because, like I said, there was one day I really just pumped the chest like a maniac, right? I said, you know what? Nobody's here. Let me check it out, So I snap a picture. I said, God damn, that doesn't look bad, right?
I know why you're going to get in shape. Because if C-Bum goes on stage again,
so
you can stand
I'm
next
ready
to
for
him.
you, Sibam. But announce a little bit earlier. I mean, come on. If you're going to do it next year, give me some time.
All you need is like 2 weeks to die. You're good.
I mean, I still don't understand the people. You have a chance to stand next to Sibam and you choose to pass on the contest. Just Emir Omeragic. I already gave him shit. He was in Romania and he was in Spain, but he didn't, do that. And he was watching from the audience, and he was ripped to the bone, in the first row, thinking like, oh shit, I should have been on the stage.
How do we think about Samson's updated pictures?
Look, Samson is specimen that keeps improving from show to show, and it's scary to think how good he can be.
He looks pretty big right now.
No, just big. I mean, already
He's still shapely.
Once, for past couple of years, already you could see everything, and now he's coming to his own. Yeah. So somebody compared to Ronnie, yes, very comparable. I mean, this once in a lifetime kind of athlete. They're just freaky genetics, thickness, shape, small waist. Contrary to Ronnie, right? He does have a small waist, and he is still expanding. I mean, think about it. He improved from show to show. Yeah. And he's not showing that he maxed out either, Some people are kind of maxed out, but he keeps improving. I mean, it's going to be impossible pretty much to beat him unless, again, he slipped up in shady conditioning a little bit and maybe over-condition. Hadi can start... But, it's very
condition Andrew beats him.
I think...
Andrew...
I don't think he's big enough.
Yeah.
He's 300. He's over 300 pounds as well.
He's got better shape. What Samson has right now.
Let's analyze this. In the last few years, who is constantly improving and who has been stagnating?
I think everyone's been improving, probably except maybe Hadi has kind of just been maybe a little bit here or there.
Hadi is standard good. He's always good, right, since 2019. But
Samson's made the most dramatic jumps.
I mean, if you talk about consistency, Samson's been consistent. I mean, he's a third or second or, and listen, a lot of people thought he could have won in the UK. I don't know. I didn't watch the show, but
Well, it was not unanimous decision, which means that some judges saw him winning. He has tools to beat Hadi. Always,
but like you said, I feel like he's coming into a different level now. To anyone can be beaten. There's no question. But if that guy even conditions that down to be close to what he has been,
better condition, then you can slam the door.
Yeah.
But when you're that big, you allow yourself to be able to come down a little bit harder. Then you could really bring some crazy conditioning and still carry that.
Soon, Samson's going to be repeating he's smoking crack, thinking he can beat me.
I liked you. I commented on it last night.
Yeah. Well, I just said you were lucky.
He's definitely.
You were lucky that I retired, because I was that guy that always gets.
See Dexter in the background laughing. He couldn't even hold it back.
Yeah, Ron is specific. But
who else is doing the Arnold?
Maybe Andrew Jack. So Andrew Jack is also the guy that is super impressive.
I think maybe Derek too.
And improving. Okay.
We haven't heard anything yet.
Derek was improving from 21 to 22, even 23, when he won. 24, I didn't see him improved. He actually, kind of went down. Bigger is not better. Some parts that became bigger didn't translate in a better physique. And he is kind of maxed out. I mean, he could put a little bit more legs, but to put more legs, you're risking the waist. And your waist is not super thin, and you try to thicken up the quads. It could happen, right?
We don't know if his legs had come back yet from... he looked good in some picture I saw. Commented on Derek Lunsford. Looked like his legs were kind of back to form.
So, when I look at like Samson versus Andrew, Andrew has shots where he beats everybody.
Okay.
But Samson doesn't have one shot where he beats everybody. But he's good at every shot.
You know what?
He doesn't have a weakness.
I keep saying this, and I kind of like it, so I keep repeating myself. I'm known to repeat myself 100 times. 2D and 3D, like classic and open. Mm-hmm. So Andrew in 2D department beats Samson on a width. Okay, so he's wider there, right? Maybe,
the V-taper.
V-taper, yeah, a lot spread, these kind of things. But 3D, it's show is over. As soon as they turn to the side and you see the thickness of Samson, it's not comparable.
Samson beats him from the side.
Yeah, it's not even comparable.
No, what I'm saying.
And I love
is,
Andrew.
What
right?
I'm saying is there is not a shot that Samson beats everyone. Where Andrew has 3 shots where if he's on, he undeniably beats everybody. Like Hadi had shots where undeniably.
I know.
Derek had an undeniable back. Phil had multiple. Like Samson doesn't have that one shot that you go lights out. But he doesn't have a shot that anyone dominates him.
Yeah.
But he's always right in that top 3.
It's super impressive to see what he's doing with his back, because throughout the years that was his, major.
It was never.
muscle.
It was never.
It was
weak.
never bad, but
It
listen,
just wasn't.
People
As,
picked on it.
It wasn't as good as the other guys.
So, which people maybe don't even realize. Even the last couple of years when he was doing the updates, he would always show the back, his weakness.
Yeah.
Contrary to Derek, he would show the back, his strongest point going into the show, right? He wouldn't show the rest. And Samson, like Arnold, how back in the day he says he cut up all the pants to show his weak calves. Yes, yeah. I don't know if it's true, but yeah.
So here's a question.
I should
cut
off my sleeves
after the Olympia. In my opinion, that was one of the not the best Hadi we've seen, but he was tied for first with Samson with the best Samson. So the question is, fast forward to this next year's Olympia. If Hadi comes back to 100%, where do we stand then?
It's interesting, and I know. I listen to you a lot when we discuss, okay, what do you think, I value your opinion greatly. And you were not impressed with Hadi, okay?
He wasn't his normal nasty.
He was just like, spit in the water kind of, throughout the hamstring and glutes.
Bad. It just wasn't.
No, some shots are crazy. From the front, things are happening. I mean, and conditioning is always crazy. Yeah. Hadi's condition is not crazy from the side view, legs, right? And from the back view, there is, when they put Dorian Yates and Hadi Choopan comparison on the quality of the back, it's not even close.
Of course.
So we talk about Hadi's conditioning is everywhere else except from the back and hamstring glutes. Okay. So I think that Hadi in his trademark shots was just as good this year. Probably he was better this year's Olympia than last year's Olympia as far as frontal shots.
See, what I noticed, and I was sitting in the front row during prejudging, when Hadi walked out and he hit even his quads, they weren't feathered like they normally are. And that little bit of a difference when you're giving up, Samson doesn't have a weakness.
Yeah.
And when your best part is you are that much more conditioned and harder than everyone else, when you're not that big, your eyes left him and went over to Samson.
Yeah. Even back in the day when I was with Samson and we were going to Olympia, he knew he doesn't need to be Hadi shredded, but he needs to be close. Conditioning would not be such a major factor because you're still physique. And physique-wise, how can you beat Samson physique? He's improving, bigger arms, definitely bigger, thicker delts, crazy backlot spread.
You sat in the front row.
We were too close to judge it.
That's another thing I thought too.
Really?
Yeah, because we couldn't.
Yes.
We couldn't. Like I was looking up. I was like this. Like this is my view. So for me, I was seeing I couldn't see the whole silhouette of everyone. So with the judges, I think the judges have the best seat because they're in the middle of
just right,
and they're seeing,
so they can see the guys and spread apart. But judging, like I said, the kid was in the best condition wise, fourth place.
Martin, yeah.
He was the leanest, but he just wasn't as big, right? But he did have some pretty stellar shots. I still think Hunter and Andrew on paper really should beat him.
Martin. And
they should beat him if they were in their best shape, but they missed.
If he would come for a prejudgings ever, you could see actually what they look like. So Hunter and Hunter especially was in a mix.
But he fell back, right?
Yeah, big time on Saturday.
Okay.
And Andrew. I'm still kind of actually confused that he didn't place as high as third.
I think Hunter will do the Arnold.
Really?
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
It'd be good for him.
So I never said this publicly, but I'm going to say this. For me, Andrew had a physique and a condition, even though condition was not that good, but combining everything, for me, he would be a good choice for third place. That's how good he was. Okay?
So you think he should
I
have
think
been?
so. That's another specimen. Like when you just look at him, it's like, holy
I can see that.
shit.
It's like a statue.
Yeah. Wide shoulders.
So here,
great pecs.
Here's a question. So if Samson won and he was not in the best shape,
Hadi's condition.
he wasn't.
Yeah.
Andrew wasn't.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't have Andrew moved up, like you said, and been in that top three? Because the two tall guys are not the most conditioned, but they both have the best shape, the best structure, the best lines, the best proportions.
I'm a big Andrew Jack fan, and I was rewatching, just 5 days ago, somebody posted NPC online, the videos,
Yeah.
I had my videos that I can't use.
You could use them. Get
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how long. Okay, I have to ask Don Salmon how long I have to wait until I can publish some of the videos, because fans want to see it. So I was rejudging after I've seen these one, and I saw Andrew third.
Yeah.
I just don't know why. Once they put him on a side, and they didn't really give him an honest chance. We wanted to see Andrew and Samson together, and even if they don't place next to each other, right? You should put them together for the audience. We talk
If it
forever.
was if it was 1996, they would do the call.
For sure.
Do you remember when they would do the crazy calls?
Yeah.
It would just be like a guy that could be second and a guy that could be ninth, but people wanted to see them. The judge from Czechoslovakia wanted to see those two. Maybe it was like Night of Champions was prone for that, because if a judge was coming from a country where a guy was hyped for the show, that's where they would do that call out, where it really didn't make any sense, but at the same time it was for the audience because it was such an audience crowd, right?
Not just audience, but okay, you mentioned yourself, podcasts going on. You couldn't wait to see that comparison. Samson and
By themselves.
Andrew. Yeah.
Just put them together.
Yeah, even if it's not by themselves, but at least next to each other, right? Keep them there. Let's see a couple of rounds. Let's all the
That's why I
photographers
don't-
take the
that's why I don't-
pictures.
That's why I don't judge.
Yeah, but okay. So if you do the poll, if you do the poll right now, or for the last 2 years, who would the audience like the comparison
Samson
the most?
and Andrew, for
Well,
sure.
you would have liked Hadi and Derek too,
Or Hadi
right?
and
Which
Derek,
you saw,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, okay. And if Nick was there in the mix, them, but
yeah.
Samson and Andrew, and I think they're good friends and they respect each other. And
I have a feeling we'll see it at the Arnold.
yeah, of course you're going to see that. I mean,
Because when's the last time
no question.
you had two guys that were that tall, that had that type of shape, and they were both
Yeah, but is
legitimately
Andrew
top
doing
two?
it is the question.
I think he is.
yeah,
I think he announced he was, but I haven't asked him.
Andrew and Samson both announced they will be in the show, but you never know,
It seems like yesterday, but when you really think about it, it's been a lot of weeks since the Olympia.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2
Man,
months.
how many? Like 2
When was
months or
it?
something? I don't know.
When was it? The second week of October?
I forgot.
Yeah, like the 14th, I think.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 7 weeks ago.
So I was asking you, who is improving? I think the hunter is improving, and I kind of anticipate he can be a major factor, right? If he shows up on the stage the way he's supposed to, he has all the tools.
Can he be top 2 or 3
Absolutely,
Arnold?
I mean, of course. I mean, he was giving
has it.
Andrew in Houston or whatever, Dallas, whatever,
Dallas, yeah,
Houston,
Texas.
Dallas, whatever they were competing, Andrew was on big time, and it was close, right? So that tells you if Hunter comes a little improved, he's still a factor. Who else? Okay, for Arnold Classic, they're not going to be coming in, but I was just in general bodybuilding. When you look, Rafael Brandao, he is improving and he can be a factor. Yeah. Who else? Come on, refresh my memory. Who is?
To the Arnold?
No, Arnold, because Arnold is going to be limited. Even though
Well, Nick Walker.
Nick Walker, but he's not doing the Arnold also. Look, 3 years.
What about Carlos Thomas Jr.?
Junior, yeah, he could be a freak.
If you-
I've seen some of the pictures, but I don't know if it's old or new, photoshopped or not.
Yeah, they looked that frontal bicep. He looked crazy.
It looks too good to be true.
What about Crizzo?
Yeah, I mean now with Aceto helping him, right? But
Who?
Michael Crizzo,
Who's helping him?
I have no idea.
Aceto, no?
I don't know.
Really?
That's what I heard.
I have no idea.
Maybe Hunter told me, don't believe the internet. I just go on the YouTube and scan something.
When it comes to money, maybe.
Yeah, but okay, let me go a little bit back here. When Arnold announced $500,000 for first prize, what did he mean by it? That everybody from Olympia is going to come in and compete. It makes sense, right? You said it yourself. When you place second at Olympia, right, not going to the Arnold, knowing the champ is not doing, for example, right, would be nonsense.
Well, I think the kid too that pulled out of the Olympia last year, he was good too.
Who?
The guy that did he win Reno or he got second?
Antonio Burton.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that he had a motorcycle accident and scrape off like you didn't see the skin like
When?
recently. I mean, it was published, so it's not a secret. So I'm not saying anything I don't supposed to.
Is Milos saying
No,
something he's not supposed to?
I seen like third degree burns, right? And peel off the skin. So I sent him the pictures of my peeled forearms and face and shit like this, to recover. Yeah, he had a big time accident. Get well, Tonio. Yeah. And then we have a Regan coming back. We have a Sergio coming back. We have a Mohamed Fouda. There is a very interesting
De La Rosa.
prospect. De La Rosa is still in the game, yes. Akeem Williams looked crazy. We're going to look at,
Yeah. What do you think about that? He looked good, right?
he looked phenomenal.
How come he gets better with every show he does?
I think that he's a little bit underappreciated. He's so good, and people don't put him in that upper echelon that maybe he belongs. Because of back, issue, like little atrophy on the lower lat
genetic
torsions.
But he's maximized it to the best, I'm assuming.
His lap spread's pretty good.
Somebody posted his 2014, 2024 backlat spread, and 2014 it was kind of going all the way. Yeah, so something does happen.
He also
Magishi had the
trains,
same
like,
thing.
obscenely heavy too.
Yeah.
So who knows?
But then again, that's one pose, literally, right?
Who beats him from the side? And his front.
I think those legs from the side are the stupidest legs ever, right? From the side. From the front, they're very good, but when we're going to watch, Marcelo Horse has probably better legs.
Used to get
His
that
legs are
hamstring.
crazy. Yeah. The full complete, top to bottom, calves, hamstring, sweep, separation, VMO, everything.
You know who we haven't mentioned who will probably do some more open shows? Clarita.
Yeah, just train him. I
saw that. No, I was just thinking that because look, he just got third place, and he beat a lot of open guys.
Yeah, he has a special kind of something. You and I.
What do you mean you trained him?
I trained his. Yeah, I saw him Friday. Right, he was leaving the gym. I said, "Hey, man," and he goes, "Next time I come, we can team up." And I said, "Like, well, when you're leaving? You're leaving tomorrow?" He says, "No, I'm leaving Sunday." I said, "Tomorrow is Saturday. I see you at 11." And yeah, we did it.
Did you train with him or?
No, I didn't. I didn't want to embarrass him.
I've never trained with him, but he seems like one of the guys who trains heavy and old school.
He picks up one dumbbell that is heavier than two of mine, So I would pass on that.
What did
one.
you train?
Huh?
What did you take him through?
Chest. Okay, when I analyze Clarita's physique, okay, there is an argument, which Stefan, his coach, said that he could have beat Chris Bumstead at the show, okay? And I see his argument, because if Sam Clarita could beat Regan in Reno and Sergio, Antonio, right? Mm-hmm. And he was that good. So, it's a question mark. But can Clarita beat Keon? I mean, Keon is coming on his own, and Keon is going to be super dangerous at the open level.
He's still got a ways.
He still have, yeah. I think he's going to spend another couple of years in 212, rightfully so. But already you can see that potential when they compare him with some of the guys. Shape is there. I mean, you can't say that he's lacking the muscle.
No.
So super dangerous. So can Clarita regain 212 title? I say never. Keon's shape is outstanding, phenomenal. 2023, there was an argument that Clarita could have taken.
If Keon slips and Sean comes back to his old self a couple years ago,
I mean, think about it.
Could happen.
Clarita 2023 could have beaten.
It was very
Keon.
close.
Yeah, it could have. He did some mistakes. Last year, 2024, Keon dominated. It was not even close. There was league on his own. Okay, so how can Clarita get back? Clarita has that hardness that Keon can probably never have. Keon can maybe get as lean and conditioned, but not as rock hard. You either have it or you don't, and Clarita does. Freaky hard. Clarita needs to, what I was saying, open up, rib cage, stick the chest up, all the little secrets I gave you, right? Put a little bit more on the chest. He's still like shoulder dominant, even when he does most muscular shots, right? He doesn't squeeze the chest. They're doing this. And when you have that tendency in the training, you do the same thing,
smaller,
right?
Yeah.
So you need to open up, get wider, and super control over here your abs. And I'm going to say this, I think that people are going to be freaking out when they see Clarita next year competing because abs are going to be perfect. He has a perfect abs. In many instances, look at that, look at now. Why you don't do it in this instance, right? So once you learn how to, freeze the moment, here it is, deep, flat stomach, separate, now replicate in every other pose. And that should be focused at the center of the body. I don't know, nowadays people are posing and they don't pay attention to most important things. Dennis and I were watching live stream, and so many guys made so many mistakes. I mean, I want to do the video and point out this guy, here is your mistake, here's your mistake. But then I would probably be a dick, right? They can say, shut up. Nobody wants to hear it. Anyway, nice talking to you.
Should we go over some of the images from the show?
What was the last thing I said? You didn't pay attention.
Because I was going to say. Next thing.
All right.
Big man show. Have you gone to the show before, Milos?
No, not in Spain. I
You
actually
went, didn't you? Or
I lived
No,
in
I went to
Alicante.
I went to the other one. I went to the. There's two
Alicante,
shows.
Spain.
There's one in summer
Yeah.
and one at the end of the year.
I lived in Alicante, so
I loved it there.
you know who lives in Alicante? Ilya Topuria. I'm so bummed I never met him there. I met him here at the Apex. Yeah. Okay, blow it up.
were you watching this live?
Yeah, I was watching live.
And
So
were you clear on? I mean, it was pretty clear cut, right?
yeah. Okay, so to the right, Mark Hector came after a 2-year layoff.
We saw him in the UK, Matt.
Did you? Yeah.
Remember?
Absolutely beautiful physique. Hashtag bodybuilding. Top to bottom, everything is there. You know, I understand that he put some size. Conditioning was not bad, but not spot on. So that's why maybe he didn't.
Is Abdullah training him still?
I don't know.
I have no.
Used to be.
I didn't pay attention, but he has the tools. I mean, everything. Look at the calves. You know, apparently the legs were weakness before.
Not now.
Not now. Look at the super small waist. He pops his lats out. I mean, everything is there. I think it was just a matter of conditioning. Horse, he came in. He's all-time best. I do believe.
You coach him?
No, I mean, I'm friends with him. I'm talking to him every day, but he was speaking himself.
Okay.
He was making the calls. You know, I've seen him day to day. The only thing that I was telling him constantly, abs, and he still failed to do that, and that's why I'm so bummed. But front double biceps, I mean, that's his pose. Front double biceps of Akeem Williams is next level, I would say, even though Evan Santopani and maybe who else? Antoine Vaillant, they didn't like him hitting the pose like this. They don't want him to flex the abs. They want him to open up more, and you know, like all these other three guys opened up. Okay, so you maybe create bigger V-taper, that X frame, right, and smaller waist, but Akeem's waist is super small when he's flexing the abs. And actually, in this picture, you can't even see the clearly abs like he does it. I mean, look at those arms. Now, really analyze his biceps and triceps. Really zoom in.
They look like Andrew Jack.
It's like crazy.
Ronnie, anyone who has crazy peak bicep.
And conditioning was spot on.
Yeah, Amir, he's improving his legs a lot, from what I see.
They're getting bigger. Yes,
I think
it's
so.
it's still weakness.
But they're improving.
Yeah, it's still riding the horse pose, which I don't like, right? And mine as well. I'm going to say it, you know, as Dennis just mentioned today. When guys get in that position to maybe look better, they're clearly giving the sign, I know I have no legs and I have to spread them out. So you're sending a message to the judges and everybody else, the reason why I want to do the splits on the stage and be as wide as possible to gain some volume, but it's not the case. You know, so he has clear separation. Look at Sartorius, VMO, Lateralis, everything is there. I think, and good calves. I think that if he doesn't bend them that much and he keeps them closer, he's going to look much better.
Great conditioning, though.
Amir is great conditioning. Okay. Now, Dennis said today, Amir was not as conditioned as usually. So, standard that he sets for himself might work against him now, right? Because he was so goddamn peeled in Romania. I was saying here that he made everybody else look
I
soft.
don't think his plan was to do this show, though. I think it was kind of, hey, you're still in shape. Let's do this. Why
Possibly.
not?
I had a podcast with him about 10 days out of this show, and I was giving him a hard time why he didn't compete in Prague, and then he says, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do the Alicante, but don't tell anybody." So that's a good idea. Okay.
When I see this, look at horses' legs. They remind me of Francois' legs. Remember? Francois with the teardrops.
Yeah.
And the outer sweep.
And kind of Dennis Wolf too.
Rami.
Rami had crazy legs, but shape was not as pretty as this one, right? Yeah. So, who wins this pose? Jay?
Well, definitely Horst needs to open up. He's too pinched. It's hard because we're looking straight at Akeem only, and Mark is still
Everyone
to
else
the
is off to the
side.
side, yeah.
I mean, Amir, he can't, he's a big dude. Amir's like almost 280.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
126 kilos, something like that, yeah. He's young and he's improving. He has a Nick Walker mentality. What was his reason why he didn't do the Prague? Okay. Because he knew he can't win. I said, for the love of God, just because of you can't win, you don't compete, you stand next to the stage and against the fourth in the world and 6 times classic physique and 212 champ, you miss that opportunity because you can't win.
Momentum matters, and a lot of these guys don't understand momentum.
In 72 shows I was going to, I only believed I could win that one. And I was going 71 times to lose.
You knew you'd beat Jay.
Jay was easy job.
You're full of shit because you actually thought you were going to beat me? I mean, bro.
Wait, hold on. Like, who said that? UFC guy, Mark Vittori, was that even a question?
I mean, you really thought you were going to beat me?
Well,
but you couldn't win? I mean...
Jay, at that time you were still not top player. You still needed to eat.
He said, "You suck, sir."
You still needed to eat some chicken noodle soup at the time.
Wait, what did he call you?
An ironing board with abs, Mike Quinn called you.
Yeah, because I had no muscle. I had a man's physique, Man's physique look, and I was in the cover of the magazines because I looked like a man's physique,
How much did you weigh? What was the heaviest you ever weighed on stage?
Pacific West Injury Law. Injured? Call 602-HURT. Car accident? Call 602-HURT. Our firm is dedicated to you and your recovery.
Heaviest 255.
That's big.
That's huge.
And what are you, 5'9"?
No, I'm 5'8". I was 5'10" and a half. Legitimate.
Because I thought you were about a half-inch taller than Nick Walker. Didn't you say you're short?
You know what? I took a picture with Clarita in the Dragon's Lair, and someone said, like, you're not that much taller. Like, oh, shit.
Now people are going to ask for a picture. You're going to say no.
But can you send it to him so we can put it on the screen for the podcast?
But yeah.
Shrink him down so he's short.
Okay. So Cormier was criticizing Amir for front lat spread. Like, he says that maybe he's...
The bend at the legs are a little too much here.
Too much, yeah, for sure. But then he was saying, like, here, like he was... he elongated and he popped the lats out. But yeah, he would lose some chest and shoulders like that. So it should be like a little bit happy medium, I think so. You can't squeeze the abs. I was doing both variations, open up and then with the abs, because I don't lose that much V-taper. Akeem is doing that with the abs. So Akeem could maybe open up more and pop his shoulders out more. In Akeem's lat spread, he doesn't show that cap delt that he has.
Well, he's pressing down. He's rolling down instead of popping it.
Marcelo is doing variation that it's not bad, but I've seen him wider. And I like to stick my hands into the ribs and make the waist even smaller. Kind of what Mark Hector is doing. Mark Hector did it with the abs, which I don't know if is the best thing for him, but it's not bad. So who wins this pose?
I think you could give it to Horse or Akeem. I wouldn't be upset either way.
Yeah. All right. Oof. Look at the leg from this side. Hakeem. I mean, can you actually imagine anything better than that?
And he's got the density in the chest, the shoulders, the
And glutes and yeah, but when I'm looking just legs, holy hell! And Marcelo has great legs, and from the front he beats.
Marcelo's on his way too. I mean, he's improving. He needs just more density in the torso.
He's really young, isn't he?
20-something, yeah. Loves bodybuilding.
All these guys look good in this pose, to be honest.
Yeah. So,
but Akeem wins this
handedly.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Don't rush. Emir needs a little bit more thickness to the chest, roundness, right? And bigger legs. Akeem does it just about perfect. I see that hole, between his left arm and a body, which I don't like. I think bringing that and sticking chest up a little bit more would make him even better.
Does it matter though?
No, I mean he wins the pose, but it matters at Olympia level when he's gonna need to, make the cut for the top 6 and be because each pose matters, right? He knows he's gonna lose back poses, so he needs.
I think even this, I still think he beats everyone on the side.
On this one
at the Olympia.
Yeah. At Olympia, Samson is Samson. Samson inside chest is crazy.
Lined up.
Yeah. Marcelo looks perfect in side chest, I think. Yeah, can he still, put more size? Yeah. But intercostal, serratus, it's like Robbie Robinson, Sean Ray kind of, detail he can have. And Mark Hector, Mark looked like 5'2" here. Maybe he was out-angled. Right?
He's just pushed to the end, I think. A lot of these poses. This is decent footage you got.
Yeah, these aren't bad.
Okay. And they all look good. And here's interesting. Lat spread of Akeem. We were saying that low lat insertions kind of atrophied, right? But here, his erectors are so thick, and you can't really tell. I mean, you can tell it's not inserted like other guys have, but I wouldn't penalize him in this pose, even though he's rolling forward, so he's not popping the lats all the way out, probably to show these erectors and fill up the gap that he was creating with the maybe atrophied or missing low lat insertions. But look at glutes, hamstrings. Eesh. Emir would normally be super sliced, right?
It's pretty damn hard here.
It's still hard, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You work against yourself because your previous best, right? He's absolutely conditioned.
You can just see where he needs the density from behind in the hamstrings and lower torso.
Yeah. And Mark Hector, I mean, they were saying like left and right side didn't match. I mean, if you're nitpicking, like maybe I can't tell the major difference here. And Horse's lat spread is very good. I mean, he doesn't have back double biceps, but he manages to open the lats. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize both of them. Akeem is doing the same way as Horse. You know that lat spread Lee Haney used to do a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
When you got it, I guess.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah. Which Chris Cormier would say, no, stick your fingers into the low back and create the smaller waist. What is this, like Switzerland? Picture of the nature?
It's just whatever the backdrop is.
You don't change your backdrop?
No, I don't give a
So you just, whatever they serve you, you put it?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I'll put a picture of
you.
you.
You're my technical advisor. Okay.
Yeah, not anyone's strong shot here,
Yeah.
but
Everybody kind of, if you ask each and every one of them, what is your worst pose? Except Emir has a greatest back double biceps. It just, in this moment, he was not as ripped as in Romania, so he lost that little wow factor. But it's still phenomenal. Actually, I would give Emir back double biceps.
Hard to
Still.
tell with Mark Hector because he's twisted a little bit, but he's got some density there.
Yeah.
I like how Hector looks here. He's impressive.
Yeah. He has a shape, for sure. This is what you can see for Akeem. You see the lats stop right there.
That's what I mean.
And Akeem, I love you. Don't think that I'm criticizing you. I think you're underrated big time, and that you should go to the upper echelon, like side triceps. How can you get better than that? Like, it's like, holy hell. Okay, here is Marcelo. Marcelo pissed me off, right? Yeah.
Pull abs.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you have a great abs, the great intercostals, and you can control them in the other pose, here is the pose you know you're going to be exposed. This is when you suck in all the air and you don't breathe for whatever amount of time that you need to. And if you're going to let the stomach go, then you play with the lats, cover it until you catch the breath. And every moment you're being judged, and there's going to be 2,000 photos of this. And how do you answer now this to yourself, to your fans? I made a mistake. Well, you made a mistake. Look at Mark Hector. Abs, perfect, right? And that just looks beautiful. Shoulders, tricep, chest, everything is happening. If Marcelo's abs were, the stomach was super flat, it would be super, super impressive. But immediately here, he lost from every judge instantly, right? He is going to be penalized. Akeem, holy hell. I mean, maybe, just to my liking, the arm could be a little bit straighter, like kind of what you did. And maybe he would look even better, but formidable. I mean, unbeatable. And Emir looks good, but he still, needs a little bit more size, thickness, density, like you said. Up. Okay, they didn't really hit the pose. I like Akeem, abs here, because in Romania he didn't do it as good. Mm-hmm. Here he's doing it. I mean, that's pretty much perfect abs. And he has excellent legs. He didn't maybe position them to the best benefit. You know how when you put that one arm in front? Even though you didn't, right? On the ab shot. Because you had the feathers just standing there. You didn't need to. Emir is on a rodeo trip. Yeah,
That's a new hashtag for you. Milos Rodeo. Start tagging people.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to give him a hard time because, really. He's going to come in January here, so we're going to practice posing. Is this any like cowboy like bar when they have that bull that you can ride?
I'm sure they got a country bar in town somewhere. Are you going to take him there?
Maybe we're going. I'm just joking. So that could be fixed. Abs are good. Marcelo looks great in this pose, but this was in between. He was not really into the pose. Yeah. Matt, you're a hater. You found the photo. Yeah, he was screenshotting. You were screenshotting.
No. I was screenshotting stills. No, not video. I couldn't find video.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where these even came from.
Okay, so look at Marcelo's legs and abs now here. Right?
So you're saying if he can do it here, he can do it on every pose. Why not?
Yeah. Mark Hector looks good in this pose, too.
Yeah.
I like how he looks.
Yeah.
They actually all look good.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
They're actually, like I said, all look great. All look great. I mean, Emir placed top 3 in pretty much all the shows that he entered, except New York. I think New York he slipped a little bit. This is when Asida was making him eat like 25 burgers in 3 days or something, and like your hash browns or French fries. Exactly. highly nutritious.
They're called breakfast potatoes. They're just shredded.
Yeah. Akeem is unbelievable, right? Great post for Horse, great for Mark Hector. Who would you give?
I actually like Horse the most out of this, but I understand if Keem won it.
So here is that apples and oranges combination of everything. Yeah.
Because Keem just got the density.
Yeah.
But
And Akeem, I mean, he's been overlooked so many times.
he got 6 at the Olympia, 4 years ago?
Yeah. But when you look at major shows, and even Chris Aceto is going to tell you the best, like he placed like nowhere in the prejudging, and then they move him up at the finals.
For Arnold Classic.
Yeah, like a couple of other shows too. I forgot
But it
exactly
seems
which
to be
ones.
he found the right formula with Chris, you know.
Oh,
Yeah. All right, I'm off this now.
he can't even. I don't think he can look better than that. You know,
He did a lot of shows this year, though.
and he looked great in all of them. He won in Canada.
God, he's been on a diet since the beginning of last. He did the
Yeah.
Arnold Classic, so
Yeah. And Arnold
He did the Arnold
UK.
UK
yeah, that's what I
because he
mean.
moved up ahead of De La Rosa, I think, in both shows.
Yeah.
But he was behind him after prejudging.
Can Akeem move up to the top 6?
I don't see why he can't.
Of course,
Yeah.
I think so too. It just okay.
Look, he's already
my
got top
view.
6, so he could do it again.
My view when I talk about posing, I might be wrong. We're not all the same, but there are certain things that you can change in each and every pose to accomplish. So you ask yourself, what do I want to show in front lat spread, right? So in front lat spreads, he chooses down version, okay, with the abs flexed. You compromising what? Shoulder width, shoulder capping, chest, like, yeah, you can get so much more volume here. Yeah. And for him, he's going to lose the back poses. He can't compromise other poses. So here, he possibly won, but with the top guys, he might be losing that pose.
I just think there's a lot of we start analyzing top 6. I just think like Hunter was 6th, right?
Yeah.
Angel was 5th. I mean, you got Martin in there now. I mean,
Nick wasn't even in the mix.
Boniak was 7.
Yeah, I mean,
and Boniak
like,
is
Bonet done or is he
no.
still?
I love his
competing?
Yeah, he's going to do Arnold Classic, right?
Oh, I thought this was his last show. They were saying leading up.
Let me tell you,
because he looked phenomenal.
we saw him in Dubai. Crazy.
It's great because we saw him in the beginning phase, and he's like, no.
We saw
He
him.
wasn't confident yet because he had been out of the mix for a minute.
We saw him at the gym at
FIBO.
FIBO, and I
Yeah.
just sat and talked to him, and you could just tell he was not his normal confident self. And just us bullshitting with him
At FIBO this year?
at FIBO,
Yes.
just because he hadn't competed in a
He
while.
hadn't come on in a minute, right?
And then after he did well, and I saw him, and he just had a smile on his face. I was like, "You're still
you
in Bonnet."
remember they had the leg issue and all that.
Yeah.
Which
Everyone counted
it's
him
nothing,
out
Nothing.
and-
Like
yeah.
his legs
He-
are phenomenal now.
He improved the legs big time. And old man legs, because after age of 40, I don't know what happens, Yeah. I mean, most of them. Look, when I talk to Troy Avs or even Gustavo, they had a good legs, start losing them. I would never think I'm going to lose my legs ever. And they disappeared. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. You know, when you feel that thickness and you have that muscle and you just feel the power.
I don't feel it now. I feel
Huh?
that's for sure. Like sometimes I go in the gym and it's like, what happened to the pumps I used to get?
Yeah.
It's not there
But
anymore.
you have no knee issues or anything, right?
Thank God, yeah.
That's because you squat 25 on each side.
I sort of plate and a 10 on each side.
Your legs are still shredded. I mean, come on. If you don't, you did your stump shot the other day with who? With Urs, right? Like 3 months ago or something.
Is that FIBO?
FIBO? When is FIBO?
And
April?
April, second week of April. When's the last time you went?
Do you want
Two-
to go again?
2012.
Or-
You should
I might have to go next year. I might.
should.
Yeah.
I'd actually think you would get a better reception there than any other show
You know what?
go to.
Yeah. I might as well say it. I mentioned a friend of mine, Josef Adelt, photographer. We are making a book. with his pictures and some of my commentary. And we might introduce it at FIBO, right? He has a great photography. I mean, shots. So I'm going to have a chance to talk about each and every guy from the 90s. Because I have so much experience with everyone.
Shots,
yeah, he has a crazy shots. You know what pisses me off? I was like, the 2006 Amsterdam, when he won also. And I was right next to him, taking a pictures exactly the same, right?
His were way better.
It's not even
some
the
really
same
sharp
universe. Like, same moment, everything. Like, what do you do that I'm not doing, right? So yeah, he has that eye. I would know when to take a picture. You see, that's a lot of photographers.
You're overexcited, though, I feel like.
Maybe.
When it comes to shows.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay.
You got to kind of,
Yeah.
and I think you just want to
Do that one more time.
Yeah,
Show it
you got to
again.
kind of look to the side, and make sure you're getting the right shot,
Yeah. But when you're also a fan of the sport, I pride myself on analyzing. I'm really trying not to be biased. And it's better for me. Now maybe people will consider me better when I'm not coaching somebody. If I, praise them, okay. So what now? I'm not biased. I'm not praising them because I'm their coach. I really analyze physiques and then each and every pose, each and every muscle. Like I said, Chris Baumstad. I told Martin today that I gave Chris Baumstad frontal biceps in Prague. And I did. Even though, let's say, Sim Weinberger gave it to Martin. I think for me there was enough reasons to give shape, V-taper, silhouette, the conditioning. Frontal biceps is 2D pose rather than 3D, right? It was just enough. For me, he won. Lat spread, Chris Baumstad had the most phenomenal X-frame and V-taper there, right? But you could see was lacking that density and thickness and upstairs, that muscle that Martin has. But then you dissect each and every pose. Side chest, ooh, first impression, beautiful, right? But then as Steve Weinberger would tell you, pay attention to the arms, pay attention to the biceps and delts, and, So there is so much more into the judging that first impression.
And when Chris was standing next to other guys similar, he stood out. But when you stand next to someone who's that much more muscled, he doesn't stand out.
But let's mention this. Right now, they ask us to judge the show. And show is 6 hours long, right? And you have to pay attention for 6 hours. Would it be possible even to catch everything? So I really don't.
I don't have that capability.
Yeah, I don't know how Steve does it or Tyler. You have to all constantly be sharp.
Better them than me. I'm going to say this too. I never looked at you when people say you're biased. I've never seen you say something that was obviously biased. There was always when you would make a statement, you backed it with a reason that was. It was a reason that made sense, whether someone agrees or not, but you can look and say, I understand why you're saying that. Bias is just, my guy wins this shot when everyone else is like, what the hell, they don't.
You know what is, here, we didn't touch that subject. What would be a worse? Dennis asked us predictions in the show. So if I don't put my guy higher, right, they'll say, okay, you don't believe in me?
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I hate this kind of, but I would give my honest prediction, and too bad so sad if you don't like it. I mean, I consider everything.
It's funny. I'm not going to say names, but I love seeing people go on podcasts afterwards. After prejudging, I had this guy, and I'm thinking like, dude, you were texting me and you were saying exact opposite of what you just said on the show afterwards. I saw somebody like, I had so-and-so winning after prejudging. I'm like, no, you didn't. You had this person winning. I still have your message.
Okay. Those experts should give their views before they see Steve put them in a particular order.
Of course.
When you see them when they're standing, you don't have to be a genius to know where they're placing. Okay? Yeah. So right away, it's 75% of the job is done, because Steve positioned them there.
Of course.
Yeah. But I'm going to come back to that Andrew Jack thing. I'm still under that influence. When I've seen that video, and I encourage you guys, video is out, maybe a week ago. Just pull it prejudging of 24 Olympia and judge for yourself. I don't know. I think that Andrew was majorly overlooked. Maybe expectations were higher, and he didn't deliver, and then you kind of penalized.
And sometimes you hear that, and sometimes and this has always frustrated me, when you'll hear someone say, well, this guy won because he didn't look as good as he did at the last show. But it's like, you're not judging their last show. Like when I say Hadi didn't look the same, that's he didn't look the same, and that's why he's not there, because of that illusion. But you'll hear people say, or so-and-so improved. You shouldn't be rewarding improvements. You're supposed to judge exactly what you see in front of you. Okay, either this person wins or they don't.
If that's the first time ever you've seen Hadi on the stage, what would you think?
You would think he was amazing. Absolutely.
So what did you think? I mean, you didn't watch the Friday, you saw Saturday. I think Hadi was number one, right? He was the first guy.
I think Hadi could have won.
No, but when he came out, were you impressed?
I don't recall how much I was impressed. I mean, I'm walking in there knowing he's possibly going to win, or based on what everyone told me. But
then, did he deliver or he didn't? I thought when he showed up on Saturday, holy hell!
I didn't see. I was backstage when they always come back to get the ring stuff, so I didn't get to see a lot of this.
So you didn't see it. Yeah.
But I mean, listen, if he won,
nobody would have
been mad.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it was close enough.
But everything I said.
I mean, now as it Rumble, he's getting more. It's like, okay, could Derek have been second? Could he have been third? Could he have been fourth? Could Martin have leaped him? I mean, there's a lot of conversation about that. So
I still think that Mr. Olympia should look like Mr. Olympia. And Samson looks like Mr. Olympia driving the car, riding the bike, walking on the street,
I can see that.
Yeah. Samson also, and I know this doesn't matter on the stage, but when he walks in the room, you see Mr. Olympia.
He takes up the space.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
If he goes to a random event that has nothing to do with bodybuilding, and he's like, I'm Mr. Olympia, people look and go, I understand.
Yeah, but then that brings us to the point, does Hadi has a chance? Hadi always has a chance.
Of course he does.
Holy hell. I mean, nobody expected Hadi, even 2019, Iranian guy nobody knows about. Okay, his shorter structure, 212, debating which show to enter 212, there was like last minute decision, he's going to do the open because he's that good. Because when you dissect him, he's hard to beat. Yeah. We were saying kind of blocky, boxy, whatever you said, and then he showed up with a V-taper, small waist, crazy abs. Yeah, you got to give it to him. And taking a whole year off, and I don't know if you read his Instagram, he is gunning for 2025 to regain the title.
And he can. Will he?
Yeah.
See. But can he? Yes. Yeah. But can Samson easily win again? Yes.
Yes. And I think that Andrew is that factor. You're going to see him at Arnold Classic.
I hope he does the Arnold, and I hope they just have the two of those guys come out.
So for him, his weaknesses were side poses, right? Front double, crazy. Front lat spread, abdominals and thighs, crazy. Those are the shots that you said. He can stand next to everybody and possibly beat everybody, okay? Yes. Even though Samson, in those poses...
Samson's good, too.
Yeah, good. Sure. He's not going to be clear, but he has a chance. When he turns to the side, Andrew has to do something to get that thickness and appearance of a more thickness from the side. And
Samson's like a taller version of a Keem from the side.
Yeah. Back shots, I think that Andrew is coming on. He's improving his back also. Most muscular shot is good, but not enough to win.
Not enough to beat Samson yet.
But let's ask that question also. Do you think they really judge by points? Like, okay, when Tyler dissect each show, then he goes 6'2". Like this guy won 6 poses or 5'3", and he goes front double goes to Jay. You know, would you beat me in front double? Okay, maybe I'll give you a front double. Last spread I would beat you. We're laughing, yeah, all day long.
Dude, we're talking about 20 years ago.
No, I'm just giving an example.
Who would win right now, though?
Yeah. Oh, well.
You or Jay?
Jay is leaner because he's cheating. He's cheating.
12,000.
2 sessions of cardio a day.
12,000 MIGs.
2 sessions of cardio.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah. So when I told you we did, Hunter and I did something, and you ask why, why not? Yeah. Really?
I like it, yeah. 30 and 20.
You actually want to tell me that you enjoy cardio?
It's a good time. I can shut all my thoughts.
I can show my thoughts laying on the couch.
I like eating clean too. I don't watch TV, so I only watch football games. That's it.
Yeah. I got my, okay, let me, might as well say, I just got my big screen TV, 98-inch installed. I was so excited, right? But I had a podcast. And then by the time I came down, there was the ending of a Barcelona game, and I couldn't wait to see it. And it didn't show me the real picture, so I'm so bummed.
Yeah, something's off.
Something's off, yeah.
Probably a connection.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
We won't be back till next year, so.
Oh, yeah. Have a safe trip.
Yeah.
Buy Mrs. a lot of gifts.
I got no money. I'll just take Jay's credit card.
Yeah, let's just sell a couple of your watches that you...
They're fake.
Okay, might as well. Let me embarrass myself even further. So I'm at Walmart parking lot, right? And this, and I have stupid on my forehead probably, because I'm target
try to
every
sell
time.
you.
And then the guy pulls up, hey man, I have this and that, right? Because I don't need it, but oh brother, I lost money and I need to go. Shit, one of those stories, sad stories. He just need for a flight back, and he wants to sell anything. He's gonna sell me his ring and all this shit, but he has AirPods, right? And he has a Apple Watch, that new one, 2nd generation, whatever, right? And he's give me half price. So you see, everything is packed, and I know, but I don't need it. Then I look, there was a lady sitting there, and she said, yeah, inshallah, right? That this is true, right? She says, okay. He opens that AirPods, and they showed up on my phone, like, Apple phone pairing. I said, okay, maybe this guy really needs the money. I said, okay, let me do that. So I was going to buy these 2 things, right? Of course, by the time I came home, my watch didn't pair. But then he showed me his Rolex. So who do I call? I call expert, So what do you think? And you didn't tell me don't buy it. It's not it.
I said it's fake.
You didn't say it's fake.
It was $800. That's a $60,000 watch.
Because guy was in trouble. He needed money. So when you guys...
Where's the watch? Why don't you wear it?
Yeah, I had to hide it. I didn't even tell Betty.
Now she knows.
Out. Yeah, but anyway.
Hold up.
And then on Instagram...
So you paid $800 for a watch?
Yeah. If anybody wants it, I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Jay will wear it.
So I couldn't really tell if there was a fake one. But then you sent me that Instagram link, exact same watch. Somebody was tricked. So they made many of those, I guess. It kind of look okay. So you were telling me, look this, look that, look stamp, look something. I sent him the video, right?
I still have it. I'm sure I do. Well, I'm sure it's in there.
So you didn't
It was
tell him to
yours.
buy it?
No, I did not tell you to buy it.
No, you
You
said
did
don't
not tell
buy
me
it.
not to buy it.
No, I said don't buy it, and you said I bought it anyways.
No, you
I'm gonna pull up the message.
guaranteed didn't tell me. That's why. But
He's
anyway,
like, well, what if it's real?
hey,
What if it's real?
I was stupid and I deserve it. But the guy needed money.
I'll sell you the exact same one, but a real one.
Yeah, bring it to my house. I might swap you. You wouldn't even know the difference. Thanks a lot.
I think it's funny though. You'll see people like out and about and they have watches on. They don't realize you can look at them and be like, it's fake. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I can tell looking at it. It's fake.
So I couldn't tell. I'm not the expert, right?
Well, you can tell when you hold it. It's just gold. That was a gold. Gold is heavy. You can tell just by picking it up and just moving it around. You can tell.
I don't know. Watches are not that heavy. Like, what do you mean?
Gold
like
watches are heavy.
Dumble. That, oh shit, this is heavy.
They're dramatically different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm a fool.
You should. No, I want you to wear it to the next UFC event.
Okay. Let me tell you one more.
What if you can sell
one more stupid story. One more.
Yeah, you need one.
Hey,
I'm selling my Rolex. Hold on. Would you like a gold Rolex?
Yeah.
A real nice one. I'll get you.
Yeah. For $900.
$900. I'll give you 50.
Anyway, listen. I gotta give you this. I'm with my daughter in Paris. Right? Did I tell you that story? Because I do have a stupid on my forehead for sure. So we're in metro and we're coming out, and there is literally hundreds of people. And here it is. Guy just goes straight to me. Like, there's nobody else. Like, what the hell? Oh, do you speak English? Yes, I do. Okay, so perfect. Yeah. Oh, he's from Switzerland. He lost his wallet and a passport and everything. And his wife is right now in the Swiss embassy looking for time. He would need like 84 euros for a hotel room, you know? And then he swears he's going to send me back and all this. But I'm here with my daughter. Okay, this classic example of, scam, right? But she's here, so I want her to see it. She said, well, I pulled the wallet. I don't have 84 euros. I have 100. Do you have a change? Because he lost the wallet, right? And there was a moment when he kind of, wanted to grab his pocket. He said, you lost it. Okay. Then, oh, yeah, thank you, da-da-da-da-da. And then he was going to leave. I said, hold on, bro. You said you're going to send me the money. Oh, you didn't get my address. Right? But anyway, so I gave him the address and all that stuff. But there was a school for my daughter. And she's like, okay, do you think he's going to send me? Because she's good-hearted. Oh, yes, he will, and all that stuff. I said, like, okay, this is going to be a 100 euro lesson. I guarantee you he's not going to send it. Right? Anyway, I walk out of the metro. Listen to this. Like 5 minutes later, and we are passing somewhere, and some lady bends in front of me. Oh shit! And she picks up the ring. Oh, you lost it. I said, no, it's not mine. Okay, so she walks away. Then she comes back. Oh, you have it. Because it's man's ring anyway, right? No, I don't need it. She just needed some money for the food. Anyway, and then I was going to give her something. Oh, that's not enough and stuff like that, right? But I do have a stupid. Do you see under the lights?
You know what I did? I went back and looked through the messages, and I distinctly remember telling you it wasn't real.
Okay,
because when you zoomed in, the diamonds were glued in and not pronged in, and then I showed you what a real one looks
Show me the
like.
message.
No, I'm just showing the images. There's the watch.
Yeah, there's the watch.
And then when we zoomed,
put it on
the.
Put it this as advertisement.
When I told you see that right there? That's glued in, and then
that's why I sent you the picture.
I know, and then I sent you this and said that's what a real one looks like with real diamonds.
What do you mean?
See, that's pronged.
That's your real one.
Yeah, that was.
You didn't send me.
Yes, I did.
called you.
This is in your folder to me. These are your. Yeah, this is us. That's after I had my eye worked on.
Holy shit! Yeah,
so you sent me that.
Guarantee you didn't tell me, because if you would tell me no, I would walk away. Anyway, I blame you for it.
That looks like bronze. Might be copper.
It's kind of.
You can still wear that. It's all right.
Yeah, you need to wear it.
Wear it well, now everybody knows. Now everybody knows I can't wear it.
Wear it.
Still $800.
It's an $800 watch. It's more than an Apple Watch.
Yeah. I'll bring you.
Did you buy the Apple Watch and the AirPods? Or?
Yeah, I put everything.
Do they work?
No.
No, so the AirPods don't work?
AirPods, actually, they work. I gave them away to us. You know,
Could you imagine Milos just goes to Walmart to get
But-
a loaf of bread and he comes home with a Rolex
and that's-
and AirPods and an Apple Watch and none of them work?
That's why we don't go to Walmart and
Yeah.
go to these
So anyway, people, this was to make myself look like a fool. When somebody approaches you in the parking lot, run.
Just don't buy anything from them. Anyways,
Anyway,
until next time.
yeah. So put that advertisement, the picture of my watch,
Your watch.
and
Should-
for sale.
Should we do an auction?
Monday, Cyber Monday. I'm gonna have extend my Cyber Monday for whatever
listen.
whatever length of time I get the offer.
You could sell it for $1,000. So somebody out there, if you would like a $60,000 look for $1,000, your friends and family won't know. So please DM Milos, send him $1,000. Actually, send him cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
All right, and we're out.